Hello and welcome. So, this episode, I'm going to be talking about how to instantly view photos you take with your camera on your display. So, when I say display, this can be a monitor, it can be a laptop, and it applies to mainly Canon and Nikon that I know of. I also know Sony have a similar program. So, I'm going to show you what you can do with it. And if you're interested and this is something you want, then I'll show you the guide of how to get it and how to do it. So I'm basically going to plug my Canon 5D Mark II in via USB. So there's a USB connection on the camera. You can plug it in to USB, and then the camera will allow me to shoot photos and view them on my PC. Let me show you this quickly. So when I plug this in, so let me just plug that in now, and I kick off the EOS utility tool, which is a Canon one. This pops up saying EOS 5D Mark II, which is the camera. And it lets you do a few options here. So here we've got a camera setting, remote shooting, live view. So that will kick off. Let me just bring the screen up here. That shows you the settings. So the best thing about this is you can actually put your camera on a mount tripod, and that tripod can stay there with the camera. You can change the settings via this control panel here. So now if I do live view shoot, you'll see the view I see out of my 5D Mark II. So if I bring that over here to this screen, you can see on my desk I have my old action camera, which is like put into pieces. I'm just going to get zoom right on it so you can see that. Just make that smaller so you can see both screens. So I'm basically just getting it right. So if I just focus that up there. So now the display is actually the monitor that I'm looking at. Let's bring that up again. So it's f2.8. I don't want it 2.8. I want it f4 maybe. 4.5, ISO 400. I don't have any flashes. I would normally have a flash to give me better light. These are just the video lights. So 1/100th of a second, just line that up, and you press the button on screen and it lets you take a picture. So watch this. That would be a snap. So just make sure the selection is okay. That's me basically eyeing up on a bigger screen and seeing what's there. So here you can see there's a few more options where you can download the images you've taken. That's one way of doing it, but I'll show you the other way as well, where you can actually live view the photo on screen. And when it's on screen, you can actually view it straight away and choose to save it or not save it. And that eliminates you having to bring your card in and put in the photos over manually. So let me just bring that up. There's the photo I've taken. It looks okay, but let's do another live view preview. Let's get a bit closer on it and just see if I can get the detail of the writing in. So now I'm just using that and do quick selection. Let's just give it a test shot, test shooting, and that brings up the file. It's going to be the full file that's selected. So in this case is a S RAW size 2. If I just zoom in a little bit to see how much detail we've got. So this level of detail you would not be able to get on the back of the display because it's so small. So luckily with this type of setup, you can actually eliminate having to use that. You've got a bigger screen you can see the photos on, and that's what you can do with it. So let me show you how to get that. So on the Canon website, which I'll put a link to in the description, let me just see if I can show you my screen. Okay, so EOS utility tool, the link will be in the description. EOS utility makes it easy to transfer images from your EOS camera to your computer. You can transfer all images at once or selected individual images to transfer. There's a selecting list, and you can see a lot of the old cameras are listed here as well. So the EOS tool can be used on a number of cameras. We've got the 1000D, 100D, 1100, 1200, 1300, 2000, 200, and there's a lot of models here: Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 4, Mark 3. There's no Mark 1, but you know the kind of EOS 5D standard. So you basically download the tool, and that's what I had on my desktop, which you can see there, and that allows you to live shoot. You can get similar programs. I think you call it Nikon Connect for the Nikon Connect for the normal Nikon cameras. Sony have a similar thing. This basically allows you to use a bigger display to live view This will up your game for photography if you're doing product photography. I took a lot of photos, product, where I had it on the tripod, and I got really good shots with the macro lens. And I might make another section about all the photography side of it in terms of the lighting and how to improve product photos. But this is your first step into getting to that point. I'll link you to another video about how to make these cameras into, well, online you can view them on your displays, and different ways you can use the EOS tool, because you can use it as a webcam as well.